Sup, weebs and weebettes. So the last episode of Boku no Hero Academia, we left off at Aoyama and Uraraka, hanging on to their life. In this episode, Uraraka actually lets go because of lewd thoughts, and yeah, she almost got sucked into the black hole, but on instinct, she put to use the things she learned at the Gunhead internship. So yeah, it all turned out fine and well, but after this, she's going to have to do some heavy soul searching to answer that question Aoyama proposed to her. Yeah, in this episode, Tsuyu is also really observant. She just knows that something happened to Uraraka at the time, while Deku remains dense about the situation. Well, anybody looking off of that situation would just think it was like a really smart move for Uraraka to let go, even though she accidentally did it and all. So after that exam was Ashido's and Kaminari's, and they were up against the Principal Nezu. So if you guys ever wondered what this guy could do, let me tell you, he's just really smart. He's just a really smart rat, and apparently he was experimented on. So he kind of wants revenge on humanity too. So it comes out at times like this. Like he was really kind of, yeah, he was a little cuckoo here. So, but Kaminari and Ashido failed this exam because they could find no way to actually get out. Even though Nezu left one opening for them, his calculations were just too precise and perfect. His quirk is called the High Specs. Yeah, High Specs. Yeah, after that loss, you can see Ashido and Kaminari, they were frustrated. And of course they'd be frustrated. They weren't able to do anything. All they were doing was running, and so on and so on. After that was the exam with Present Mike versus Kouda and Jiro. And this matchup in particular is an interesting matchup because Present Mike is a sound quirk, and their other Jiro's and Shoda's quirks rely on sound also. So because Jiro's and Shoda's quirks rely on some sound, and especially because Jiro, I'm guessing she has really good hearing because her ears are like earphone jacks. So she has really good hearing, and she also mentions that Present Mike's quirk is like a better version of her quirk. And you could really see that it kind of is a bigger and better version. So she was really at a disadvantage, and especially with Kouda's fear and with Kouda's personality. He was afraid of bugs, and bugs were the only way they could have actually gotten through this exam. So he had to actually get over that fear in a kind of way. He didn't actually get over it. He just trembled in fear while he spoke to the bugs, told the bugs to attack Present Mike. And just like that, Present Mike was easily defeated. Jiro and Kouda passed. By the way, I had no idea this guy could actually talk. No idea. I also find it funny that Aizawa was the one who was reading Present Mike's intro, because Present Mike was the one who usually reads the intros and introduces the quirks of all the characters. And using Aizawa instead, that contrast, it's just really pretty nice. After their exam, it was Hagakure and Shoji, the Ben 10 alien of the series. Like I really think that thing is forearms. I really think so. Well, yeah, they were up against Snipe, and honestly, I felt like they had this fight way too easily. I don't think a pro hero would be so easily caught off guard, and I'll get to that in a moment. So Hagakure goes full commando, and Shoji distracted Snipe in the smoke, and Hagakure cuffed him. So they passed by capture, and yeah, that was the end of it. So yeah, I actually feel that all these pros are going down a bit too easily, but maybe the point is actually that these gaps, they can be closed in 3 years in high school between the pros and the students of UA. The gap can be closed. So it's not all bad, but I guess for shonen, you'd think that the pros would be like worlds above them in ways, but I think that's one of the beauties of this anime, really. So it's not all bad. It's not really bad at all. It's just something I'm pointing out. They're going down really easily, even though they have the weights and everything. But the fight with All Might will be something that we'll look forward to for sure he will not go down easily. Now, the highlight of the episode, Mineta versus Midnight. Well, it was Mineta and Sarah versus Midnight, but Sarah was absent throughout, the whole of the episode. It was Mineta's time to shine. Well, through that part of the episode, we explore Mineta's goals for actually becoming a hero, because we know he's a pervert, and that's the only thing that really inspires him, and that's actually his goal, to be popular with the ladies. So, yeah, but what's wrong with that, right? I mean, he proved in this episode that there's nothing wrong with that, and he could still be a hero. He actually said something pretty interesting. It's not that they're cool because they're heroes. They're heroes because they're cool. And I think Mineta really hit the nail on the head with that. So, yeah, but thumbs up, Mineta. Does anyone else think that Midnight got a little moist seeing Mineta all cool and stuff like that? Mineta will be one of those pimps in the hero industry who has all the women and stuff and all the publicity. Can't wait to see something like that happen. It'll be great. So yeah, now we come to the highlight of this arc. After next Saturday's episode will be the conclusion, or maybe the precursor to the conclusion of the finals, and it will be great. Bakugo and Midoriya will have to overcome their shaky relationship, or at least some of it. Midoriya and Bakugo versus All Might. The wall that must be surpassed. Tune in next time for the next exciting episode of... Okay, yeah, it's not that. Anyways, thank you for watching. Tune in next week, I guess. Leave a like, comment if you liked it, and subscribe. And sayonara.